நமஸ்காரம். தூமடி மாடத்து சுற்றும் விளக்கரிய. The bright lights, the lamps are glowing. So that is the pasaram we are going to discuss today. Let us hear the song as usual first in a beautiful raga, then we will continue.
தூமணி மாடத்து சுற்றும் விளக்கேறிய தூமணி மாடத்து சுற்றும் விளக்கேறிய தூமோ கமழோ துயிலனை மேல் கண்வளரும் மாமா மகளே மணி கதவோ தாழ்த்திரவாய் மாமா மகளே மணி கதவோ தாழ்த்திரவாய் மாமி அவளை எழுப்பீரோ உன்மகள் ஊமையோ அன்றி செவிடோ ஆனந்தலோ ஊமையோ அன்றி செவிடோ ஆனந்தலோ ஏம பெருதுயில் மந்திரப்பட்டாளோ மாமாய மாதவன் வைகுண்ட எழுந்து மாமாய மாதவன் வைகுண்ட எழுந்து நாமோ பலமோ நபின்றேலோ ரொம்பாவாய் மாய மாதவன் வைகுண்ட எழுந்து நாமோ பலமோ நபின்றேலோ ரொம்பாவாய்.
There is very soothing raga, Hamir Kalyani. It's a derivative of a raga, fifth raga in the 11th Melagartha. That is 65th Melagartha table. The beauty of this raga is it has got a lot of high notes. So when you have to wake up someone who is in deep slumber, you may have to raise your voice. This verse also talks about people who are in deep sleep and appearing to be deaf as well. So higher notes are very, very appropriate. We have seen in corporate world, there is a lot of variety of people around. We have already discussed a few of them in the bell curve, various stages of bell curve. This verse also is talking about set of people who are in the bell curve in different places. They are not in the negative side, nor in the very highly positive side, in between. There are some people who lack some initiative. Maybe they are thinking that I will do the job given to me and nothing more. My manager will consider whatever is right for me, he will give me the job. I am part of his team, So he owns me. So he has the responsibility. Let him do it. So keeping quiet, not taking any initiative. There could be other set of people who are just lazy. They feel that they have arrived. So self laziness and enjoying the cozy comforts of the corporate office. As I said, these people are not on the negative side of the bell curve, they are on the positive side, maybe mediocre to average, slightly better than that. Those kind of people. She is talking about these people, how to bring them into the mission. And the role model Alvar mentioned in this verse, he is an Alvar called Tirumazhisai Alvar. Actually, the verse is so beautiful. It connects to the corporate so well. Makes you believe that Andal had been seeing this kind of a corporate scenario long back, or she might be still living among us. So, giving us that kind of a viewpoint. This is what I have written, envisaging these things. Now you see it from this perspective, and a lot of things are fitting so well. It's amazing. So, we'll proceed with that. தூமணி மாடத்து சுற்றம் விளக்கரிய தூவம் கமழ துயிலனை மேல் கண் வளரும். Very beautifully describing a corporate office. A very highly performing corporate office will be very nice in its ambience. The chief wants his office to be the best in the world, best in the class. So he would put best of the things around. Like it says, Tumani Madam. That means very pure gems. Likewise, he will have the best of the varieties in the office. The corporate office, normally it is very, very well lit, vilakariya, and there is an aroma around that. There is a very beautiful smell coming out of that. The air conditioners are there to give you the kind of a comfort. Very cozy office. And in that, it is the atmosphere that will put everyone to kind of a sleep, daydreaming. There are people who are doing that as well in the corporate, and shirking work responsibility to some extent. As I said, my manager will bail me out. It is his responsibility because he owns me. So the verse also talks about the girl who is sleeping like that only. So he will take care of. The first verse we said, no, believe in God. So he will give us salvation. So he will give. So Andal did not say that. He will give, but we will have to make our effort. Last verse he said, Sendranam Sevital. We will have to go, we will have to make an effort. Then only it will help him to help us. We cannot just sit here. So it's addressing those kind of people. What kind of people are you? You don't have that responsibility. So Andal is trying to wake them up. This wake them up is bringing them to senses. So the next line is, they are calling her Maman Magale Manikadavam Talteravoy. Maman Magale is a kind of a reference that it is a blood relation, very close associate. Maman Magale means very close associate, my uncle's daughter. So people normally say, no, blood is thicker than water. So it has got its own affection. So that liberty, Maman Magale means I can take the liberty of calling, the closeness. So nowadays people globally, one of the word that is being used is hi bro, meaning brother, blood relative. Everyone is brother, hey bro. It is becoming very popular in the corporate world. In the play area also, this Tamil word also is gaining popularity. Machi, macha, you would have seen in a lot of cricket field, and it is being globally used as well. So it is saying that you are close to us. I can take liberty of calling you my blood relative. Manikadavam Tal Tiruvai. Manikadavam in this sense is the conscious, inner conscious. So much of comfort is given to you. You are in a beautiful office. This is the best of the office that one can have. This is the best of the career path that you can have. But despite all these items, you are still not taking any initiative. You are sitting idle. As if someone will take care of you. You have to do some work. Why didn't you think within yourself? So ask your conscience whether what you are doing is correct or not. So Tal Terva, you have to open it. We will try. At the same time, we don't want to intrude in your privacy. You might have so many things in your mind, but we want it to analyze within your own self. Manikadvam Tal Terva. Why don't you start talking inwardly and bring it out? And the next line is also quite interesting, which is connecting to the corporate scenario. Mamir avlai eipiro. Mamir is the person's mother. In the corporate world also, when we want to counsel a person who is not doing well, there are two ways of doing it. One is directly talk to him, or use the influence of people who are very, very close to him. Here, what don't you tell him here? Why don't you bring sensation to him? So you are the best person. You are very close to him. Find out what is problem. What is the problem that he has? Why don't you talk to him? So this is what I want to give him as a feedback, but I don't want to give it directly. I am using you. Why don't you use it? Mamir avlai piru. So why don't you do that on my behalf? And I also ask, what happened to your friend here? So he is so dumb, he is just keeping quiet all the time. He doesn't open his mouth, he doesn't participate. Is he dumb or what? Umayo. Unmagaldan, Umayo, and Chevido, Anandalo. Very beautiful. It's fitting into the. Your friend is he dumb? So, what is the problem? Why is he keeping quiet? Is it lack of self-confidence? Is it lack of understanding? Or just shyness? Or nonchalance? Okay, so let me be what I am. So, something is not okay because he is not speaking. And he is also not listening to the various things that are happening around. Deaf, he appears to be deaf. Sevido means deaf. So, he is asking, is he deaf? He is not paying attention at all. So, is it a problem of comprehension? Or is it a physical discomfort that he has got a physical problem that he cannot hear? So, what is the problem? He is appearing to be very deaf. Unless he is the person who is alternately able and employed by the organization, then we can understand. That also happens. Alternately able people also are employed in the organization. So, they need a different kind of a guidance. Anantalo is always very, very lazy. Like we talked earlier also, the zombies. We had been trying to wake up the zombies. He also is like a zombie. He is is the person is influenced by the negatives around him. We talked in the verse 2, no? Snick, susceptible to negative influence. So, Snick. That is referred here as Yema Perundil Mandir Pattalo. Yema Perundil Mandir Pattalo. Mandiram means sorcery or someone has influenced negatively. So, that Snick. So, he has fallen into the trap of the sleep and getting out. So, why didn't you bring some senses? Tell him that he is in the right place. Talk about the organization. Talk about the chief. How he has brought up this organization. So, tell his valor. So, there are three references that are there. Mamayan. Mamayan is, we have already seen, Mayane Vadamudare Mendane. Mayane means a person who can do things like that, magician, jugad. So, our chief also is like that, no? So, suddenly we wake up in the morning, he has landed with a huge business. We don't know what he did in the overnight. Suddenly something happened. The order, big order came. Big business came in, engaging all of us. So we are all surprised. When did he prepare? How did he go? Whom did he meet? How the business came? And one of the reference here is the Mamayan is about the avatar that Narayan took, Krishna avatar. There is a beautiful verse by Nammalvar, the previous Alvar that we discussed in the previous verse. He says, he is such a magician that he completed one full avatar in a very, very short time. Of course, there is a time difference between our time and the time of the celestial beings. That's a proven kind of a fact. The time differences are hugely different. So, the Krishna avatar was done in a jiffy. As Narayan is reclining in his snake bed, so everyone is putting a lot of dope. They are making prayer. The whole place is covered with the smog of the dope. So for a few seconds, he is not visible. Within that few seconds, he came down and completed the Krishna avatar and went back. And when the dope got removed, and he said, I have done this. So a huge yuga has been completed. That kind of a magician is our person. So overnight, so there are quite a number of people, even the CEOs, current CEOs, we have seen people who can bring business because their respect in the market is so high, the trust is so high, and the charm is so high. We have seen a lot of people. So Narayan Murthy of Infosys, Ratan Tata, Chandrasekhar of TCS, Premji of Wipro. There are quite a number of people who have brought big businesses and the company is doing well. All these explanations that we have described here, they all fit into this organization, the atmosphere that they have been providing to the employees. Madhavan, there is three references, Mamayan, Madhavan. Madhavan means, Ma means wealth, Lakshmi. Lakshmi is always with these people. And we are fortunate to work with such kind of people who have a Midas touch, whatever they touch, they become a gold. Madhavan means he is the owner of the wealth. So these people are own the wealth. So it's a great opportunity to work in that kind of a thing. So third name is Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha is first time, the first verse we discussed. Narayanane Namakke Pare Tarvan. He is the only person who can give us salvation. He is the only person who can give us the lift in our career in life. And we are in such a great organization. Why didn't you tell all these things and make this person to come to the senses and start coming into this mission and work with us? Very beautifully described. I enjoy whenever I get into some kind of a depth, it gives so much of thing, beautiful. So finally, about the role model Alvar that we discussed, Thirumaizhi Alvar. So how is it connected? Why we are saying it is Thirumaizhi Alvar? There are a few references in the verse itself, plus some extra information. Number one, Mahalakshmi and this Thirumaizhi Alvar, they belong to the same clan. They were born in the same clan called the Brigu clan. So to the extent they are related. So in that sense, it becomes Maman Magale. So there is a reference to that. The second one is the word Umayo, Sevido, Anandalo. This also is referring to the Alvar. So he was acting deaf when a few Brahmins were ridiculing the Alvar as they were passing by. And he did not give his ear and he was just doing his work, prompting them to mention that what he is a deaf and dumb person, not reactive to what we are saying, and then went ahead. As they went ahead and started chanting the mantras, suddenly they became dumb. So they could not utter the or they could not chant the mantras. Then they realized that this person is a great person. We had made a mistake. So they came and apologize, etc., is another reference. So that is the reference of Umiyo, Chevido, both the words. Anantalo, he was always sitting, so and praying hard, not doing much of work. So that kind of that's why these people are ridiculing. These are the references. And this Tirumeshwarvar, as I said, he has supposed to have lived in this world for 4,000 years. And in the process, he has explored various philosophies, various religions, understood what they are, and finally came and settled on in the Vaishnavites philosophy, saying that this appears to be the better of the lots. So, what are reasons? I am not suggesting that this is the supreme one. So, I am only referring to the words and the connectivity. So, no connection to the religious practices or nothing is bigger, smaller, no controversy. So, I don't want to quote any controversy on this. So, it is only a reference. Keep it as a only reference. And why this reference here is, we said that the corporate is the best corporate. So, people feel that there are other corporates which are better. Some people go and explore, and then finally they say this organization is the best organization. So, personally, I have failed a couple of times. I had worked in an organization, moved to a next organization, then realized that the previous organization was a better one in all aspects. A couple of times I came back also to the same organization. So, it happens to many people in the organization. So, it is always good to know what is happening around in the competitive market. So, you know that you are in the best of the companies in the world. It is better to keep the ear to the ground and keep checking as to what is happening around. Benchmarking. So, you get that assurance that I am in the right place. That's what Tirumeshwarvar did. That is where the reference to the role model. He also can be like that. As I said, this verse also has given a lot of connectivity to the corporate. You now will realize that Andal had been living this kind of a corporate ages back, and the connectivity is so crystal clear. And I am excited in the exhilarating journey, so I am hopeful you are also. So we'll continue to explore. And before I close, I would like to thank Vimala Madam for the excellent Hamir Kalyani, and we enjoyed it, and we look forward to your singing of the further verses as well. So thank you very much. I am going to put up a slide which is going to give us the essence of this pasaram, and you can just pause it for a few minutes and read it, because it is not going to run, because it will lengthen the video. So you can just click it and read it and then move on. Till we meet next time. Namaskaram.